Bruh.
Piss in my face. Oh shit, hey, what up everybody? Yo. We've got a good connection, Brazil. Now we bring the audience with us. Whoa, whoa. Yes, that's why I changed my mind about live streaming and being perpetually online, because I might as well film myself and make videos instead of just be a troll. You know what I mean? So like, I used to be like, who wants to watch this shit? You know, because the earlier vloggers like Shay Carl and stuff, they were like really obnoxious people. They were like not fun people to be around. And I was like, wow, who cares about this? Well, someone like something everywhere, and as much as I think that I'm the coolest guy in the world, leading by example, like someone loves everything. So it's only a matter of time till my personality catches on with people and they're like, hey, I hate this guy, I watch him. Hey, I like this guy, I watch him. Or, hey, this guy reminds me of my friend who passed away. Or I don't fucking know what the circumstance could be, but everybody's personality is marketable these days. Anybody can be an online person. Anybody can be an online person these days. In the future here, as they phase out jobs, dead ass, did I leave the lighter? Am I being a goofball? No, I got it. In the future here, especially the young people know this, like the Gen Z, the Zoomers, the Doomers, and beyond. I like to think that my younger friends are like dorky Gen Zs, but I'm really only like 5 years older than my youngest friends. So like, they're kind of like cusp millennials into Gen Z, and they're kind of like me. Like, I'm at the end of Gen X, the beginning of millennials, so I'm like in a weird spot. It's a weird spot to exist. You know, throughout history there have been paradigm shifts in, you know, in style and school of thought and so on and so forth. And like, sometimes people are born in those little dips, and I happen to be born in one of those little dips. Come on, Brazil. Sorry for spitting. Got an unexpected Scooby snack. Alright, well, this is the part where I take out the live chat and talk to everybody. Alright, good morning. One person watching. But good morning, whoever you are. Welcome to the Eages vlog. I'm not scared of that rail anymore. I'm gonna do some tricks on it. What? You know, guys, I miss my brother. He passed away. And like, I always like to say the word die or dead, right? And I always was like, why use such gentle phrasing as pass away? And it's like, now I get it. It's just more gentle sounding. Sorry, Chad. I wanted to look at some of the graffiti, and I wanted to see if someone painted over the weed leaf and the fuck ice. No, it's still there. I don't want to, you know, get into like a political thing on my stream and cause a ruckus, right? Between my 3 viewers. But there'd be white people that would be running up to the wall that says fuck ice to like paint white over it. It's like, hey man, like, whether you believe like illegal immigration is like a crime punishable by violence, or just something that, you know, should be handled with due process. Okay, you could be anywhere on that spectrum. You know, I'm for love, I'm for amnesty, I'm for treating humans like humans. But I don't get the logic of the dude who runs up and paints over the fuck ICE. Like, you like to suck off the dick of power? Like, I never understood people that were like, you know what? Fuck the people. I'm gonna side with the man. Like, I don't understand that mentality. See, like I said, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent talking about whether ICE is ethical. We all know it's not ethical, and it's like just Trump's Gestapo, right? But that's not the point I'm trying to make. Why do you like see the man getting bullied and then be like, hey man, I'm on the side of the government? Who, the king is gonna execute you, and you're like, yes, please, chop off my head faster, sir. I'm getting a little catatonic, a little bit of manic, a little bit weird. Not really finishing my thought here. What I'm trying to say is, why do some people, not all of them are just brainwashed. Some people are really like, I love it. My uncle was a cop, so I fucking, you know, enact police brutality. Here's my main point. There's always some dumb motherfucker going to the stuff that says like fuck ICE, or like screw the government, fuck the man, and then they put white paint over it. They're like, am I doing good? Uncle Sam, can your cock go farther up my ass? Like, I don't get it. In other words, why side with the power that's against you? Why? I have been since I was young, and always will be, a man of the people. Like, for people, for humans. Like, when people are like, that guy's illegal, it's like, okay, he's a human fucking being, and he deserves due process. And, you know, crossing a border without a license is a civil injunction. It is like a proverbial slap on the wrist kind of situation. Like, hey man, don't do that. And then, but this government says due process, right to an attorney. What the fuck is that? So people see other people's rights being violated, and they go, fuck yeah, I love that. Like, I don't understand the logic. Here's what the racist people don't get. They love it right now because it's hurting people they don't like. They don't realize they've put themselves on the chopping block also. Sorry for spitting. It's abhorrent. It's a gross habit, and I normally don't salivate when I smoke, but the shit got me a little sniffly, not gonna lie there. So yeah, I didn't want to get political, but the A.D.D snowball rolled down the hill when I saw the fuck ICE, looked a little smeared, and I was like, hey man, who came here and tried to vandalize the vandalism? Like, it's really, you know, Rage Against the Machine taught us not to trust the government, you know? Uncle Sam, fuck the man, you know? De La Rocha, you know, like, motherfucker, you know, like, okay? Why there's people that they rage with the man, with the machine? Like, I don't get that. And I never will get that. It's kind of like rooting for your own death. Yet, this stream got away from me, guys. I'm still gonna upload it, though. Definitely, mentally got away from me. I didn't want to wake up this morning. I was so tired. Maybe someday soon I'll get vacation, or I'll acquire wealth in a way where I can have free time to like reclaim my mental health. Ideally, if I could work 8 hours a day instead of like 9 or 10 and actually afford to take care of myself, that might be a win. But that's not the system we live in. Dude, I'm all over the place on today's rant. I feel tired as shit. Still got a little bit of time here, but hey, who's there? Say hello in the live chat. What's going on, big dog? Someone's watching me talk to myself. But also, every morning I've been waking up in a really bad place because someone so close to me passed away. And there's lots of unanswered questions and lots of painful things to sift through, and so like I always want to get a vlog in every morning or every other morning and like talk to the 3 people that watch me, because they interact with me on the live chat and it's fun. But like lately I've been so distracted, like even more than just being a dumb stoner fucking idiot. Like I mean, like I've been really distracted. A person who is a cornerstone of my life that made the world seem small and safe and cozy just checked out like that, and I'm still here. So like I now have to continue on, you know what I mean? And I wake up with that little spiciness, like, okay, what are we gonna do today? Like a fucking dog that's excited for treats. Okay, what are we gonna do today? And then, you know, the sobering reality hits me that they're not here with me. And every time I talk about grief and loss, YouTube flags my videos for inappropriate. It's always Doug. What up, Doug? But yeah, I talk about my brother passing away, and YouTube flags the videos. I don't say anything like trigger words for like terms of service. I don't say sewer slide, I don't say murder, I don't say death. Like I just say passed away. And like sometimes my videos still get like restricted or blocked. And yeah. Yo, Dougie Fresh. Here, can I embarrass myself to my Korean friend? I say, wait, what do I say? 저는 Eages입니다. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I'm Eages. But yeah, dude, so like I want to come on here, I get really distracted, then I like lose my thought mid-thought, you know. It has nothing to do with the cannabis use. Like I lose my thought mid-thought, then I get like kind of upset, and I just, then the crushing reality, it's gonna be like decades until I like am like come to terms with this, you know. It's raw as fuck still, guys. And I don't mean to like get on the internet and make content out of my pain. Like I actually like kind of make fun of people, or at least like, hey, why are you crying on the internet? Go in your room and cry, and like hug a pillow or something, you know? But I get it now. People are on camera telling their story and they get emotional like that, like, and that happens a lot. It's not like, there are some pretentious people that like, they start feeling sad and they grab a camera and then they kind of like embellish it and like they fucking like pretend. But no worries, buddy. Go get on with your day. Thanks for tuning in for the time that you tune in. Shout out Doug Correa. If you guys don't know, check him out. Doug Correa, at Doug Correa. He's a badass gamer based out of South Korea. He is a school teacher and a badass motherfucker, dude. You gotta like and subscribe and watch his content. He played through Gears with his buddy Nacho, and seeing someone go through Gears the first time and get exploded and frustrated, it's like, there we go. That's Gears. Yeah, dude, I've been meeting some interesting people during my time online. And I harken back to the old days of the old internet, ye old internet. You the man now, dog. This is all pre-YouTube. So, like, a lot of us were content creators without a space. We were emulating what Tom Green was doing. We were doing little bits and skits and stuff. And then when CKY came out, and like Jackass came out, we were like, holy shit, you could make money doing the dumb shit that we were doing. You know, parents were like, oh, this is a terrible influence on our kids. They weren't influencing us. We were already doing goofy, dumb stunts that like put us at bodily risk, you know? We were already doing extreme sports, and like, for some reason, feats of dexterity and cool wild stunts like go hand in hand with like the adrenaline sports. I don't know why. It's like it would be like, hey, you could jump your BMX bike over a house. It's not that scary to do a flip off of a picnic bench, you know? So it's like, shit. Here's these wild guys on TV, and we're like, hey, Johnny Knoxville's like older. Like, we're like looking at all the people and we're like, yeah, dude, we're badass. So parents were like parents and like Christian conservative like outlets like Plugged In magazine and stuff were like, Jackass is like your kids, and just we're going into depravity, and like this is just the age of hell, right? But it's like, hey, we were already okay. Like in CKY2K, when they rode the toboggan off the fucking pavilion, we already rode a toboggan off a roof. So when we saw that, we like laughed our asses off. We're like, dude, those people are like 12 years, 13 years older than us. They live across the United States. Like, there's totally no connection. They thought of the same idea. You know, it's like maybe it doesn't take much to think of stupid shit. But when we saw the toboggan bit, we being like the neighborhood kids and the kids I hang out with in school or whatever, my buddies, like my core buddies, we'd be hanging out like watching it. And we saw it, we looked at each other, we're like, dude, they did it too! I only got about 5 minutes left here on stream, guys, and, you know, my mind is really wandering in the morning because of what I'm going through, and I don't want to, A, seem like I'm making it into content, and B, I don't want to seem like I'm using it as a convenient excuse for erratic behavior, because I can't like really get my thoughts straight. Like, I'll be doing good. I'll be doing really good. And then something will remind me of him. And I'll kind of like just fucking go right into that dark space. And I catch myself spacing out. It's not good, guys. I mean, I'll survive, but part of me is always gonna hurt. Part of me is always gonna hurt until I'm dead. Like, just land a cool skateboard trick. I can't be like, hey dude, that hurts me really bad. I can't share with them. I can't see them anymore. But I'll give you a positive thing from this mouth diarrhea of Wednesday. Dude, talk to your friends, talk to your family, and maybe that's that one friend you don't see him that often or whatever. Call him, talk to him, check in, see how everyone's doing. Make sure everyone's okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Or I might say, Japanese people answer the phone like this. Much. And Korean people answer the phone like this. Okay, say oh. Something like that. I don't know. I would love to learn how to speak Korean and Japanese. You know, I normally don't share too much about the Eages' personal life, but my wife is Korean and Japanese. So, like, I should, like, learn to speak so that I can go on adventures abroad. Because I don't want to be like Gaijin doesn't know. I want to go over there and be like, I don't know. How do you say like the shorthand thank you? Is it like gamawo, or like gamawo? Like I hear Korean words, and they get stuck in my head. And like sometimes they'll come up during the day. I guess that's some form of learning or retention. I used to watch Miss Mina, Sweet and Tasty TV. Mina Oh, she would teach Korean words. But yeah, and then Korean seems like pretty, not to sound like a brag or whatever, that sounds pretty easy to learn compared to Japanese or Chinese. So there's that. But I also want to go places in Europe. So like I don't want to be like Gaijin doesn't know in Europe. I want to be like, hello, was ist los? How do you say you're hungry? Wait. Well, Sehnsucht, like the Rammstein album, is like a different kind of hunger, like a bestial hunger, I think. I think you would, I don't know, how would you fucking say that? I know how to say, ich habe eine Stande. Have an erection. So yeah, dog, I mean, life is good, life is bad. Maybe I can get this content creator shit off the ground. Because all I did when I was a kid was go and do extreme sports. BMX, paintball, ATV, dirt bikes, whatever. Fucking racing cars. Fucking anything that's adrenaline, right? I would be doing it. And then what would I be doing? Getting a sick footy. And editing videos all the time. For who? For what? Just for me and my friends to watch them back. Like, we didn't put them online or like put them up anywhere. And it's like, hey, you have this stupid innate ability from your childhood that you should have fostered and like grown over the years. Now that there's fucking Pro Tools in your phone, it's like, okay, I'm getting back in at the perfect time. So making silly videos is not just insanity. There's some sort of art to that. Like when you hear a perfectly cut scream, when you watch the Tim and Eric style fever dream, surrealist, uncanny valley type shit, and you're like, why is that funny? that shouldn't be funny. That's so stupid. Why is that funny? It like it has to like invoke certain feelings. Like some of those things on Tim and Eric, which is like a mock-up of making fun of public access TV and like commercials and personalities. Some of it would be like they put Ed Begley Jr. or something in like a thing, and he'd be like, "Hi, this buy the new." I think he did the really shitty cell phone, the Cinco phone or something, and it was like, okay, this is clearly not real. But then it's like the dedication to the bit by the actor. Like, keeps saying, you're like, but this is so stupid, it's not real. But they're like so serious on the bit that it's like, dude, it's all about the delivery. Not talking about pizza. All right, well, I got a split. I didn't really say anything of substance. I just kind of mouth diarrhea into the outer space, but that's what we call therapy, you know. So yes, it is no substitute for medical professionals, of course, but my morning videos ever since my bro passed away kind of just snowball out of control. And that's not intentional at all. So if people inadvertently get entertainment from that sporadic chaos, yeah, as long as people don't think I'm mentally insane, because I'm not mentally insane. I'm just really, really, really sad, and it keeps pulling me under. Like, that's the fucked up part, is like, I'm gonna have to go simmer down and chill, sober up, whatever, and then I gotta go drive, and then I gotta start my long day at work. And it's like, if I could just chill here, it's actually cool in the air right now. If I could just chill here and like skate all day, I would be like really content with life, no matter what terrible things happen. But we live in the hell of late stage capitalism, where everybody is a wage slave cuck. And it's like, I make okay money, right? But there's people that make like half of what I make. How are they surviving right now? Like that, like the world is not in the best place right now, especially the United States. I'm not gonna go on a Trump rant, but like, yeah, it's bad. It's what we're doing. The American exceptionalism and the world bullying. I'm not going to go into depth. I'm just going to like broadly say, like, it's not sustainable. We're going to create so many enemies that we're not going to be safe here. I just like did like a slur. I was like, here. I was like swallowing. I was swallowing. Yeah, that's not going to make us safe. I don't want to get this video banned, but I'll just say there, you know, people who are unaware of the concept of blowback is like, okay, it's very easy when people have resistance against your tyranny, and then you label that resistance as terrorism. Oh, they're terrorists. They're trying to blow us up. Why? They hate our freedom. No, dude. You probably sent a missile into their house. I would be mad too. Okay? So like, just viewing groups of people as a monolith and saying terrorist. So like, that's where we are in society, and we're destabilizing an entire region, and it's affecting the global economy. So like, is it like worth it to be like tough badass guys or American exceptionalists? It doesn't, it really hurts everyone. And I'm not like, you know, I'm not, how do I put this? I'm not like Hassan, okay? But like, I'm somewhere in that leftist circle, and the idea that you just continually, can I say the word kill, or does it get you continually just bomb innocent civilians and just destroy families and like allow Israel to continue their genocide and just destroy people as at the behest of Israel, and just destroy family. I'm losing my brother. I lose my brother. I couldn't imagine my whole family getting exploded for no fucking reason. So like, hang on here, you guys. This is the Jerry Springer's final point of this fucking stupid stream. Dude, how the hell would that make us safer? By blowing up people there, it makes people eat up the slop. The hogs eat up the slop. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yep, that's the facts. That's them facts. That's the truth, you know? That's how it be. It's like, yep, that guy's a crazy terrorist. He wanted to kill Americans. Or is he just or is he mad because our foreign policy like annihilated his entire bloodline, and he's the only one left? Like, is it Muslim extremists, or is it people that are mad that they're getting killed by us because Americans don't care about people if they're brown? We're into some sick shit. We're into some sick fucking shit. Some really sick fucking shit. You know? You know how many settlers in the West Bank are like Americans that are R-wording and killing people? They have license to R-word, and like it's just like it's just mind-boggling to me with the Israel stuff, like that, how people are so uneducated on the issue for somehow, right? And it's like, I was talking about Israel as a pariah state in 2006 and getting flack for it, and I'm like, no, like, they're bad. I was talking about the Nakba and like the 1940s and the first time, but it's just so fucking bad. Like, think about this in your head. Cause I gotta leave, but it's one thing to be like, we have license to kill, we're agents of terror, Greater Israel. That's one thing. But to be like, yeah, we passed legislation, Smotrich and Gavir passed the legislation, yeah, you could now rape people. Okay. Like, where do we stop and be like, hey, we're on the side of humanity? When do we stop? Like, just my job, manufacturing. The Israelis buy billions of dollars worth of stuff from us. There's no law against it. So then they buy our company and we become a subsidiary of them, and we're doing blood work. When we were just a company making things, doing stuff, manufacturing, now we're contracted into blood work. And I can't fucking get out of my job, or I will starve or be homeless. So it's like Israel, the place is like the size of New Jersey, and they are terrorizing America, and they are pulling us into their foreign wars and blackmailing us into their forever wars for the behest of the Greater Israel. And it's just murder. It's plain and simple. It's just murder. Like, what about the good old boys? You don't give a fuck about our troops? You don't give a fuck about our troops and our freedoms? Brother, someone's got to shake those people and be like, hey, the last time we fought for freedom was against Hitler. Every other war after, Vietnam, Cold War, first stuff in the Middle East, Desert Storm stuff, fucking the no blood for oil, George W. Bush, weapons of mass destruction, all of it is just murder. It's just murder. It's just killing. It's just murder. There's no, we protect our freedoms. Like, and I'm not a conspiracy guy, so fuck conspiracies, but like, yeah, Osama bin Laden was an American asset, and he had a Western name. They called him Operative Tim Osman. This is all stuff that is like declassified knowledge. It's not like conspiracy stuff. So like, when the van exploded in the basement of the World Trade Center or whatever, well, he already took the tour. And we showed him, okay? Because we were arming Al Qaeda against the Soviets during that time period. So all of these groups that the resistance groups that we designate as terrorist groups, we funded and created at some point in time and gave old munitions to. So it's like we can't not shoot ourselves in the foot. Like we're literally peeing into the wind. Like, there's tall cotton right here, and we're choosing to piss in the wind. It's going in our face. Like, the American exceptionalism and the hyper violence and just the slaughtering and the gore, it's too much, man. Like, we gotta stop. Like, you know, Bosnia, all the, like, there were so many little conflicts that like weren't in the news, okay? And then again, like, you get like American exceptionalism, like Black Hawk Down, you make a movie out of it. It's like, no, we're fucking terrorists. Like, so like, no American deserves to be hurt, okay? No innocent or even combatant deserves to be hurt. But like, you can't just go around like Rambo machine gunning half of the world and then expecting no one to get upset. It's just fucking moronic. I guess that's where my rant went today, is because just people are just like blood hungry and they love war and they just don't fucking understand nuance or like fucking policy or like fucking like international law, or just like fucking just being couth and not being unscrupulous. Just not being a cocksucker. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Like, if we were just more friendly to people, they wouldn't Allahu Akbar us, you know, because I hate to say it, we started it. But yeah, dude, the way the world is going is so fucked up, and I get this in the comments, dude, I liked you before you got political. I'm not kidding. When did I even say a policy? I'm just talking about like our overreach and our extreme violence against people, and how it causes angst and anger against the whole United States. And we're not involved in the slaughtering, okay? Do you get it? We're in danger because of our overreach, and we're doing nothing. I just want to skateboard. That's why blowback is a real thing, and we need to just calm down on the killing. I gotta go for real, but I had another point to make, which is kind of a bummer. Dude, there's no bugs out right now. The lighting is perfect. I wish I could skate all day. And another reason why American exceptionalism is wrong. Other places in the world are cool. I really want to go to Japan. I want to go to South Korea. Right. Like, I know the history of the horrific history of the occupation of, you know, Japan occupying South Korea, and like, you know, the Emperor of China was like, hey, like, what the fuck? And then like, okay, like, I understand the history of that, whatever. But like, in modern times, dude, I want to go see all the places I want to see like where like war happened and World War stuff. Like I want to see like everything. I like, oh, Eages, of course you want to have money and fucking be able to do stuff. Everyone does. No, dude, I want to do world traveler shit. If I could strap the camera to me and like go somewhere I've never been before, that would be not only awesome, because it's always been my dream to just be like this stoner ass like Buddhist guy, like fucking going around the world and like having a fun time with people. Is that narcissistic ego blast? Maybe. I don't, but I know I'm not the main character. I'm just like a little grain of sand. I was gonna make a final point about like war and death and all that yucky stuff, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, dudes, I gotta go. I gotta go big time. But anyway, this has been Eages, your friendly neighborhood loser, and I'm signing out. Cause oh, buddy. So hopefully I can become a content creator, get more gear, because using an action camera as a camcorder is not ideal, because it's hard to get close-ups and macros, and there's no fucking zoom. No fucking zoom. Okay, well there's 2x digital zoom and it's worthless. I wish I could just go for a walk. So maybe one of my next videos I will do a live stream from Spring Valley Nature Center. That would be a good one, because I already did the test footage when I got the GoPro, but I didn't know how to set up the settings. Now I could adjust the frame rate and do, yeah, dude. So I'll leave in exactly 1 minute. War is bad. War is bad, but you have to understand that we're the bad guys. The United States is the bad guys. That's not anti-American. I love being American. I love it here. I just don't like how we hurt the rest of the world. And I carry a great shame with that. That's why I like being, because my great-grandpa came here from Italy, right? So I cling to that, and I go, well, and I never got to learn how to speak Italian before my grandpa died. So I feel like a fake ass, right? Like a fugazi, huh? But Italian-American culture is distinctly different than, like, you know, Italians from the homeland. It's like, hey, where's the gabagoo, you know? You would never ever say to like a native Italian, hey, mozzarella, because that's not a fucking thing. They don't fucking talk like that. But us Italian-Americans, mamma mia, yeah, Tony Soprano, that's how we talk. But I cling to this notion of, hey, my family came from Italy. Like, I'm not like, do you know what I mean? I could at least say like, hey dude, I'm white passing, like, I'm a mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball, yeah, okay? Cause I could sort of distance myself from like the American violence. Like, hey, we're immigrants, we came here from another place. I don't even know if my surname is like my real surname, because like my great-grandpa could have changed it when he come here from the motherland. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know a lot about. I know a lot. I took my genetic test, and yes, I'm mostly Italian, for sure. Like, and but I was surprised because it said that I was French and Spanish and Portuguese. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay. Like, it was like Italian all the way from like southern all the way to northern, and like islands, Bajaria and like Sardinia, like islander stuff, like Sicilian. Like I was like everywhere of Italy was in my genetic map when I got the testing done. And then it said France, Spain, Portugal, or whatever. And then I was like, oh, okay, like that's neat. And then it said something like 2% German. And I was like, I was told my whole life that I was part German. No, I'm mostly Mamma Mia spaghetti. So it was interesting to learn. That was like, I was 90% Italian from all regions. So Rome and all, everywhere. And then the island states, right? And then between the last 10% was like, I said French and stuff and Spanish and like Portuguese, but like there was like the Balkans region, like so like Estonia and Poland and stuff. So like I was like, wait, where did that come from? You know what? I'll just re-upload this from the memory card, because this is a stupid rant. I gotta go. I really wish I didn't have to go. But, let's do it like this, y'all. Alright, guys. That's it. I really don't want to go. Fuck. Okay, guys. I kind of feel my brain coming online, but dang, I wish I could either stay in bed or just go for a walk. So hopefully I made some good points when I was ranting incoherently. Yo, and Doug, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. The support is serious. Thanks, man. I appreciate every one of you for stopping by. So that's it. Peace out. I'm gonna see you. Enough of this ugly mug. Peace the fuck out.